All right, y'all. Welcome back to a new episode of the N1 Podcast. And before I start, I'd like to let y'all know that I do have an Instagram and the number one underscore podcast, Twitter, and one podcast 23. And I do write articles on Stadium Rant. So, with that being said, might as well get to the episode. And wow, it's been a week of NBA basketball. And so far, my thoughts have been pretty good. I have some good and bad thoughts about the NBA so far. Boston looks like a true threat as of this recording. They finally lost their first game to the Indiana Pacers, who almost blew a 20-plus point lead to the Boston Celtics. But luckily, Pascal Siakam hit a game-winning three. Again, I already said this last year, and I'm going to say it this year. Keep your eyes out for the Pacers. The Pacers are a dark horse. I'm not going to keep saying this again. It's the Pacers. This could be the Pacers' year. This could be. I said last season they needed another star to team up with Tyrese Halliburton. They now have that star in Pascal Siakam, although I don't consider him a star. He's an all-star caliber player. But I think they have enough to make a deep playoff run once again. A championship? Not really. They probably need one more piece for a championship. But they have enough for a deep playoff run once again. And hopefully they don't get swept this time. As for Boston honestly looks like the best team in the league. Oh, God, as much as it pains me to say that, Boston does look like a championship team. Oh, God, I hate them so much. But it's the fact that they are so good. They are so good even without Porzingis. And now imagine when Porzingis comes back. If it wasn't for last night's loss, I still think that Boston. Now, this was before what happened this season so far. But before, I said Boston will be a 60-win team. Now, I'm not going to lie. If Boston continues to play how they play, they could be a near 70-win team. I don't think they're going to get 70 wins, but I do believe that they can get at least 65 wins if they play like how they played so far. Now, I want to talk about OKC. OKC looks like, if not, they are technically they are the best team in the league. They haven't lost a game yet, as well as Cleveland. But so far, OKC is another threat, and they look like they are looking for a championship. They're in the same boat as Boston. People didn't take them seriously last season. That's how I see it. Boston's case, people didn't think Boston had a legit championship. And now Boston looks like one of the best teams. Well, they are one of the best teams in the league, but they look like a damn near 71 team. OKC's case, people call them the fakest first seed as if the 2015 Atlanta Hawks don't exist, but they call them the most fraudulent first seed, and so far they haven't lost a game, and they look like a possible championship team. Now, last night, the Thunder did beat the Spurs, and Victor Wembanyama so far has not been good. He has not been good this season. Now, I'm not concerned. I'm not too concerned at all. Wemby just has to get back into rhythm. The only thing that I don't like about Wemby's game right now is the fact that he's taking so many jump shots, especially threes. I don't understand why you need to take so many threes. Now, I understand that this league is a three-point shooting league, and you basically need to shoot the three ball if you want a spot on a roster. But the fact that you are 7'4", you're 7'4", you look like Slender Man, and you're not in the paint just getting easy layups. I don't understand that. I don't have a problem with him shooting the ball. He could take jump shots from time to time. That's fine. But the fact that he's mainly taking jump shots when he's not using his size to his advantage just doesn't make any sense to me. Just like from time to time, like get in the post and just go up for a post hook. Especially if you're on a mismatch with a point guard or shooting guard, just go up with it. They're not really going to be able to do anything. I also want to talk about the Lakers. Unfortunately, they have lost their past two games, but the Lakers have looked really, really good. And I don't want to say I'm surprised, but I'm surprised. I didn't expect the Lakers to look this good. Anthony Davis looks like an MVP right now. He is playing like an MVP. We have the first father-son duo in league history in LeBron and Bronny James. Bronny scored his first points last night in Cleveland. You can't make a better script than that. Come on now. But unfortunately, the Cavs did beat the Lakers by 20 plus points. Oh God, that was not easy to see. And it's the fact that the Lakers had so many more free throws. There was a huge free throw differential. But the fact that the Cavs still won, and I know why, it's because the Cavs kept making their shots. The Lakers kept making stupid turnovers. The Cavs were playing great defense on the Lakers. And no matter how many free throws, no matter how big the free throw differential was, the Cavs were just the better team last night. And I want to quickly go on to my Miami Heat. We lost to the New York Knicks. Everything is fine. We let Karl Anthony Towns drop 44. Everything is fine. Bam Adebayo almost got fouled out. Everything is fine. Bam Adebayo only got 3 rebounds. Everything is fine. Josh Hart got more rebounds than Bam Adebayo. Everything is fine. We were beating the Knicks in the first half. Everything is fine. I don't understand why Miami continues to keep Khalil Ware on the bench. I understand that in Miami Heat culture, I understand that you have to earn your roster spot. I understand you have to earn your playing time. But the fact that Kevin Love is out due to personal reasons, and we only have Thomas Bryant and we have Bam Adebayo playing center doesn't make any sense to me. We are limited at the center position, and this is literally the perfect time for Khalil Ware to get some minutes. Bam was in foul trouble last night, and Thomas Bryant fell really hard on his back last night as well. And I was like, okay, maybe this is the chance where Khalil Ware can finally play some games. He can finally get some minutes. No, he was still on the bench. He needs playing time. You can't I don't understand this. Yes, you gotta earn your minutes, but how are you gonna earn your minutes if you're not getting any? How are you supposed to earn your playing time if you're never out there in a game? Yeah, you could play great in practice, but what's the point of always practicing if you're just gonna stay on the bench? What's the point of saying, oh, he's great in practice? What about in-game situations? How are you gonna get that in-game experience if all you do is stay on the bench? He needs some playing time. Honestly, even if it's garbage time, he needs some sort of playing time just so he can get that in-game experience. I just don't get it. In the first half against the Knicks, Miami was looking great. I was like, okay, we got this. We're going to beat the Knicks. Miami was playing great defense. They were being very disruptive, tipping passes, contesting shots. They were just playing great defense, and Tyler Hero was hooping. Tyler Hero, even though I believe he still should come off the bench, last night he definitely did show me that he deserves to be a starter as well. I still think he should come off the bench though. But Tyler Hero played great. Terry Rozier was not that good. Jimmy Butler is not being aggressive. I don't get it. How is this Jimmy Butler's contract year? And in starting 5, his final message was he owes Miami a championship, and he only took like 8 shots. He barely got to the free throw line. And we know Jimmy Butler loves to get to the free throw line, and he barely got any free throws. I don't understand this. Butler barely had the ball in his hands last night. He was so passive. I get that Tyler Hero was hot, but you got to get your shots up, man. You got to shoot the ball. You are the best player on the team. And bam, how are you supposed to be the captain of the team? You're supposed to be the supposed leader. You're the supposed leader of the team, and yet you're only dropping single-digit points. You're not shooting efficiently. You're not getting rebounds. You're in foul trouble against Karl Anthony Towns? What? Bro, what? No disrespect to Karl Anthony Towns because he showed up last night. He dropped 44. But this is Karl Anthony Towns, Bam. Come on. You say you deserve to be an all-NBA player. You were making all defensive teams. Show that all defensive player. Show that you deserve to be defensive player of the year. You got to be locking them down, man. But again, so far, it's only the beginning of the year. That's it. It's only the beginning of the year. Anything can happen. We can go on a massive run, but I'm not expecting Miami to be losing at home. We're supposed to be winning at home. We used to be one of the best teams at home. In 2023, I believe it was. No, not even 2023. I think it was that year we were like the first seed. What year was it? 2022? I believe it was. I think it was 2022. We had one of the best home records in the league. We are always good at home, but recently we haven't been winning that many home games, and that's bothering me. Again, like I said, beginning of the season, so I won't go too crazy. I will not go too crazy. I'm going to relax. Let me relax. Let me relax. Denver, what the hell is going on? What's going on? I don't get it. They won a championship in 2022, 2023. Okay, that was fair. But now they're looking streaky. They're looking they don't look like a championship contender. I don't understand this. And yeah, we can make the jokes about Russ and this and that, but Jamal Murray's supposed to be hooping. And I mean, recently he started hooping a bit, but he needs to be hooping more consistently. I don't understand this. How you hooping when you're against the Lakers, but yet when it's every other team, you're a bit inefficient, or you can't. What is this? I don't get it. I don't get it. But it is what it is. It is what it is. They just trying to make LeBron look bad. That's it. I don't know what the Lakers did. I don't know what LeBron did to you. But you're not going to continue to make him look bad because the Lakers are actually looking pretty good this season, even though they lost their last two games, as I said earlier. I wasn't gonna talk about this because this was a while ago, but I'm sorry. I have to get on the city jerseys. I really do quickly because I don't know what the hell these jerseys are. These jerseys look disgusting. These jerseys look like practice jerseys. These jerseys look like they were rushed. These jerseys look like there's no passion anymore. I don't get it. I truly, truly do not understand what is going on with Nike and these NBA jerseys, but they need to stop making city jerseys. They just do because it makes zero sense. How the first 2 years, maybe even 3 years, the city jerseys looked amazing. The city jerseys looked great. There were some teams that were a bit stinkers, but most of the time, most of the teams, they looked amazing. They looked great, beautiful, nice, perfect. But now, ever since I don't like 2023, like I don't get it. I don't get it. Ever since the 2022-2023 season or something like that, it's just been, what is this? What are you producing? What are you making? Because these jerseys look awful. Jerseys are supposed to have a meaning. Jerseys are supposed to mean something, not just for the city, but for the team. And with the city jerseys, it's supposed to reflect on the city's culture. And I'm sorry, but I have to talk about the Heat culture jersey. What the hell does Heat culture have to do with Miami in general? The Vice jerseys, we're talking about Miami Vice, a TV show back in the 80s. I never watched that show because I'm not that old. But even then, even if you didn't know, if you've been to Miami, especially Miami Beach at night, you just see the vibrant colors. You see the blue, you see the pink, you see the gold, you see like white, and you see all these different colors. And the Vice jersey looked like, oh, I'm taking a trip to Miami Beach. Heat culture, what the hell is that? What it just says Heat culture and that's it. What? Why? I get we get the Heat culture thing, but you don't have to shove it down everybody's throats. Boston's jersey looks like a regular practice jersey. I don't know what that is about. Let me think. What's another? All of them look bad. All right, all of them look bad. But I will say Minnesota's looks nice. Atlanta's looks nice. I like Atlanta's. I kind of like Chicago's. It's not that bad, but most of them, oh, just disgusting. Golden State's, it's not that bad. I think I just needed to see the number because when they got leaked, there weren't any numbers on there. But then with the numbers, it looked kind of better. And then I guess some of the jerseys do look a bit better when players are wearing them. Like the Raptors. At first, I didn't like the Raptors one. But then when I continued to look at it, I was like, you know what? It's not that bad. But honestly, I think it should have been purple instead of black. I'm just keeping it a buck. It's the fact that these teams will be wearing those jerseys during the NBA Cup, the in-season tournament. That's what it is. It's the in-season tournament. And, the in-season tournament courts as well. Those bright, disgusting-looking courts. You remember when Miami had a custom court for the Vice jerseys? That beautiful Vice court? That was beautiful. Now it's this bright red with the NBA Cup trophy in the middle and all that stuff. Like, why can't you do that for the NBA Finals? I don't understand that. Why can't you have the Larry O'Brien trophy on the center court like you used to? Have the classic NBA Finals logo on the middle of the court, on the sidelines of the court, like you used to back in the mid 2000s, back in the early 2010s? Like, why can't that happen anymore? I don't understand that. Like, they want to present the NBA Cup like it's this big special thing, when in reality, ain't nobody gonna take it seriously. I know that it's a new thing and maybe it just needs time, but at the end of the day, we care about the NBA playoffs. We care about the NBA Finals. And lately, the NBA Finals have not been getting that many views. And the NBA in general has not been getting any views. I don't know what they need to do to change that, but it ain't changing the courts, because these courts look like absolute trash. But while I'm on the topic of the in-season tournament, might as well give my prediction on who might win the in-season tournament. It's going to be OKC. I firmly believe that OKC is going to win the in-season tournament. They're probably going to go undefeated and they're going to win it very easily. Maybe it might be an NBA Finals preview of OKC versus Miami. Maybe OKC versus Boston. Who knows? I don't know. But I think OKC is going to win the in-season tournament. They've been very dominant this season. They've been looking like the best team in the league. So I'm giving it to OKC very easily. They are not a fraudulent first seed. They are not the most fraudulent first seed, because, again, the 2015 Hawks exist. 60 wins just to get swept by LeBron. There's like two things left on my mind. Number one, Mr. Joe Mazzulla said that he wants to bring fighting back into the NBA. I don't think that's a good idea. I don't think we got to go too far to the point of fighting. All right. Now, getting in each other's faces, I think that should be allowed. Trash talk, getting heated moments without fists flying, I think that's fine. Now, when fists start flying, I don't think that's a good idea, because even though us as viewers, we might like it, we might find it exciting because, it's sports like hockey, but think about it. The NBA is a business, and you don't want advertisers looking at your league with a bunch of fighting left and right, because we got kids watching basketball. All right. Now, I don't know how the NHL is with their advertisers. I don't watch hockey, but knowing how the NBA is, being a business first league, talking about how it's all about the money. Honestly, we all know the NBA is all about the money at first, but we can't be having fights left and right. Now, trash talk, a little bit of cussing, getting in your face, maybe even if it's a bit pushing, even maybe pushing is fine. But once hands start being thrown, there's an issue. Now we got to separate that for real. And the second thing I want to mention is the Philadelphia 76ers have been fined $100,000 for Joel Embiid's status. I don't know what you expect the Sixers. You expect the Sixers to care? We have NBA players now signing $300 million contracts. And what do you think a team is making in a year? All right. Now, 5 years. Okay. It's 5 years, $300 million. But it still stands. We got players making millions of dollars. We have players making 40 plus mil in 1 year. And you're telling me that you're only finding $100,000? That's it? You're talking about load management is an issue. We can't have load management in this league. You got to start finding teams and players like an amount of money when it actually hurts. Because if somebody is making the $30 million a year and you're only finding $100,000, now again, it's the Sixers, but I'm just putting it in perspective to an NBA player. If you're making $300 million in like 5 years and one season you're making like $30 plus million and you only get fined $100,000, that's nothing. That's absolutely nothing. What makes you think that teams are going to care? Yeah, they don't want to lose money, but like that's like a penny to them. You got to start having heavy fines. If you don't like load management, if load management is truly an issue and it's bothering you as you say it does, and you see how the fans are always complaining about it, you got to start finding teams millions. Players need to start getting fined millions when they're load managing, because I don't understand why somebody's getting fined only $25,000 for missing this game or getting fined $100,000 for this game and that game. That's not gonna do anything. Now, if you start finding $5 million, now players are gonna start waking up. Now eyes are gonna be opened. If you start finding stars $10 million, oh, they ain't gonna load manage no more for sure. But I don't have anything else to say. NBA season so far, it's looking pretty exciting. I love to see new teams coming up and not the same teams over and over and over again, even though it's somewhat the same teams over and over and over again. But that's all I got for y'all today. So I'm out.